So, today we're going to do just page 129. This should be pretty easy because we have spent time on this on those other pages that we've been doing together in class. So unfortunately, we can't really continue. But anyway, we're just going to do this page today. I probably should give because it's pretty easy, but that's okay. Today we're going to do sit or set. Sit or set is pretty difficult. Not as difficult as rise and raise. But sit or set can be a little difficult too. But sit means to recline, like I'm doing right now. I'm sitting in a nice comfy chair while I teach you, which is kind of cool. Set is what I did to my books next to me. I set them down. So it says here, the verb sit means to be seated. I'll remember the papers we were using. It's to recline. Its principal parts are sit, sit, sat, and have sat. Remember I said today I sit. I am sitting. That's called present participle. Participle, whenever you hear participle, that tells you the verb. So with present, you use an am. Present participle always ends in ing. So today I sit. That's just called present. Today I am sitting is present participle. Yesterday, I sat. That's just called the past participle. If I have sat. So you have or had. And that would be the past participle. So Elizabeth sits. The S doesn't change anything. Ella sits toward the back. Remember, this is just a review since this is an easy day. Ella is a singular noun, right? Just one person. So sits is also singular. Remember, in the world of verbs, the S makes it singular. It's the opposite of nouns. Nouns, like I'm just saying the word nouns, that are plural. Take a plural. Nouns that end in an S are plural. Verbs that end in an S are singular. So Ella sits toward the back. Prepositional phrase, by the way. Elizabeth is, that's singular, see the S there, sitting near her. Prepositional phrase, but is sitting. Whoops, that should be the whole verb. There you go. Is sitting. That's present participle. She yesterday sat. Past, just plain old past. They, that's plural, have sat. See how the sat doesn't have, you wouldn't say the S on there anyway, but there's no S on the end of it. Have sat, past participle. Past participle. All right, set, on the other hand, means put something down. Today I set, that's present. I am setting, present participle. Yesterday I set the book down, and I have set the book down. Okay? So set your watch on the dresser. This is, I'm going to erase because I'm getting a little messy here so I can write on here. There we go. This is kind of cool. All right. You set, this is an understood you. That would be your subject if you were diagramming it. You set your watch. I should have done this first. I'm not following my own rule. Find your prepositional phrase. But this is present. Allison is setting the table. No prepositional phrase. But Alice is the subject. She is setting. That's present participle. And up here they said the word set usually requires an object. What are you setting? Table. And this later we're going to call a direct object. And I think we've already diagrammed and talked about those a little bit. All right, so she is the subject. She set. This is present. She set the basket. Oh, on the floor. There we go. Let me get this one right off the bat. Gabe will be like, don't forget the prepositional phrase. Beside the chair. Okay? He is the subject. Has set is past participle. Alright? Alright, so let's go down here and let's do these. I'm going to do think A with you. And then I'm going to leave you to your own to do B and C, I think. Alright. By the way, down here, I'll give you extra credit for the prepositional phrases, okay? I see a few. All right. I sat or sat down and waited for the bus. What's the prepositional phrase? We'll always do that. All right. Do you sat or sat down? Well, you sat down. Oh, we're supposed to, I'm sorry, I'm not following the directions. Cross out the incorrect form. Oh, man. Wait a second. Get out of this. All right. What did I want to do? Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I want to do race. And follow the directions. There we go. So, cross out. He has been sitting or setting his books on the table for years. First of all, we have on the table and 4 years. And he has been, which by the way, this is part of the verb. He has been setting his books, not sitting his books. So cross that out. Samantha sat or sat and studied all night long. I don't see any prepositional phrase, but she sat. So cross out sat. The old man sat in front of the air conditioner and fanned himself. A couple things about this sentence I want to notice. First of all, in front, prepositional phrase, right? Of the air conditioner, prepositional phrase. So did the old man sit or sat in front of the air conditioner? He sat. So cross out sat. If you were diagramming this or labeling it, man would be your subject. He sat and he fanned. Got two verbs there. And this would be called the direct object. All right. She sat or set her ring on the shelf last night, but it was not there this morning. Okay, see the comma and the but? That means we have two sentences here. This is called a compound sentence. Just as a way of review, here's one sentence. Here's the other sentence. And we use the comma and the but because it was not there this morning. That's a full sentence all on its own. Okay? So she set her ring. She didn't sat her ring. Oh, on the shelf. Right? I think I got all the prepositional phrases. All right. Please set the table, Grace. Okay, so, yeah, this is called a direct address. It's not the subject. It's kind of a different deal. This is an imperative sentence, so it would still have an understood you. And she's telling you to set the table. Don't sit on the table. All right, again, I touched the bottom. We were sitting 2 rows back from the front. Let me get rid of this. Okay, we were sitting. We weren't setting, we were sitting. And if you were labeling this we're sitting is the whole verb. The waiter sat or set the tray of food down on the table. Okay, so this one's a good one because for the prepositional phrases, we have of food. Normally, down, you know, as down as being a preposition. But if it doesn't have a noun right after it, it's not a preposition. It's going to be called an adverb. And if you look at the word right after down, you have on, which is another preposition. So down is not a preposition here. It's just acting as an adverb. On the table would be another prepositional phrase. Kind of interesting. If you were diagramming it, you'd have your subject and your verb, right? And of food. Whoops, I'm sorry. I'm messing up. Maybe I'm making this worse, harder. Oh, let me fix my paper. All right, I already started. I might as well finish what I was doing. Well, let's label this first. Getting ahead of myself. The waiter, did they sat or set the tray? Set. So cross out set. What's the subject? It's waiter. And it's the waiter. And what did the waiter do? The waiter set. Tray is called a direct object, which we've not talked about those a whole lot, but we have done them. All right, now the tray of food. So of food would go right here, describing what kind of tray it was. Down is telling us where he set it. He set it down. It's an adverb. And where on the table, that also goes on. That should be straight across when I'm running out of room. On table, the. Kind of an interesting sentence to diagram. All right. I think I did everything I want to do with you. So think big. You're to fill in the blanks with the correct form of sit or set. Go to the top. Look at the top if you get stuck. Extra credit for the prepositional phrases. Write sentences with verb form in parentheses. So write a sentence and a sentence using the verb set. Hopefully this is enough. If you have any questions, you can always ask me that probably knows how to do this. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Stop.